We're back on the island of Catalina, the city of Avalon. It's Photowalk time, come on.
Perhaps you're new to the island by way of Apple's macOS Catalina software named after the beloved Southern California getaway spot. Now, we share Apple's enthusiasm for the island, and we would love to show you the photographic highlights.
So I'm Jefferson Graham. I'm a lifelong photographer, writer, and video maker. The goal of the Photowalks channel is to bring you to great places like this and show you how, when, and where to get great shots. On this island, it's all about killer sunrises and maybe killer sunsets, maybe. Stay tuned, I'll tell you more.
We are a very unique place. We're so close from the mainland, but we're so far apart as far as the uniqueness of Catalina.
Island life.
Island life, island style, island time.
So the island is home to about 4,400 residents and a whole lot of tourists from over there, the mainland, as in the LA area. So our photo walk is going to take you from one end of town to the other, down Crescent Avenue, about 2 miles down to that iconic casino that is the symbol of Catalina Island. You know, this one, right?
No traffic, no sirens, my kids can walk to and from school and I'm not worried about somebody snatching them because everybody knows them.
Catalina's modern history goes back to 1919 when William Wrigley Jr. of chewing gum fame bought the island and began developing it as a playground for Hollywood and Los Angeles. Today, most of the commercial activities on the island are still controlled by the Wrigleys. The family's Catalina Island Company owns most of the top restaurants and hotels. And in the 1970s, the Wrigleys deeded 88% of the land to a nonprofit called the Catalina Conservancy, which is where you turn to for biking and hiking permits and the like. It's also where you must turn to for approval to fly your drone on the island. To get to the island, most people travel by boat from the mainland, a short 1-hour cruise. As always, be sure to check out our Photowalks blog, blog.jeffersongraham.net, for complete mapping information.
As we head into town, we'll see a main street known for restaurants, clothing shops, and places that would love to sell you trinkets. Add some really cute side streets with beach cottages, the obligatory buffalo shot, boating and fishing motif, and you've got Avalon. Plus add some backcountry scenery as well, which we'll pick up later when we explore the other part of the island. The walk from one end to the other is about 2 miles. The fun is getting off the beaten path on hikes up the hill or just relaxing by the beach.
The big news in Catalina of late has been the arrival of a full-service supermarket after all these years, and Apple giving the island its close-up on macOS.
Wow, millions of people are going to see Catalina and a great picture of Catalina. So, wow, we're excited. We think we're going to be raised a lot higher up on the PR level, the visibility of people wanting to come to Catalina all across the United States and maybe the world.
The casino is the jewel of Catalina, circa 1929, an Art Deco masterpiece from the glamour era of Hollywood. If you want to photograph it, you have two choices. Go see a movie or fork over around $20 for a tour. You'll have more time to explore and also get to see the ballroom if you do the tour. There's two definitive shots of Avalon, overview, the boats in the harbor, everything looking really cool. One of them is right up this hill. It's worth the effort. It's not that bad. Come on, let's go. And there we go.
To get that first view shot, walk up the hill and follow the curve, and you will end up on Chimes Tower Road. Just a little bit north of the Chimes Tower, and look back down towards the water and you will get that killer shot of the harbor. The other great overview shot is at the Inn at Mount Ada, the old William Wrigley mansion on the other side of town. We will get there at the end of this photo walk to watch the day turn to night. It's not exactly a sunset.
In Avalon, there is no place to watch a sunset because we're on the east side of the island, and the sun obviously sets on the west.
But a morning sunrise on Avalon, that we can handle right on the beach in front of the dock.
You know, my favorite part about Catalina, and it's really big, is to be here when the cruise ships are not here and to not be here on the weekend. I love the mornings. I love the quiet of the island that you're only going to get on a Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. It's a pretty magical time.
After the sunrise, visitors to the island have been known to rent golf carts to get around.
It gives you the flexibility that you can do the tour on your own. We call it freestyle touring because you can stop, you can take pictures. It gives you a lot of flexibility to enjoy the island.
Okay, and how much do they cost?
$50 an hour for a 4-passenger or $70 an hour for a 6-passenger.
Let's take a ride.
You know everybody here, right?
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah. That's good and bad, right?
Yeah, you got that right.
So how often does ice cream come in?
We have ice cream coming twice a week.
Twice a week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you ever run out?
Nope. Nope, we always have enough ice cream.
How many cones do you sell a day?
Well, in a busy day, 1,500.
1,500 cones? Wow.
Summertime on a busy day like July 4th, we can have 10 to 12,000 people here. So very different. And throughout the summer, we probably have an average 4,000 to 5,000 just visitors every day.
We have 42,000 acres of open space for people to explore, as well as 200 miles of roads and trails. So we have hiking, we have mountain biking, there are all sorts of activities that you can do here as you explore the nature, and you might even catch a glimpse of an endemic species like the Catalina Island fox, or one of our visitors like the bison.
And now for part two, as I promised, the backcountry. My new friend Kristen, we're going up to Ballist Point, which she says is, I'm gonna come right over here. Tell us about Ballist Point.
The absolute best place to watch the sunset on Catalina.
Okay, let's find out.
Yeah.
Tell everybody the magic of this side of the island, because most people just go to Avalon.
Yeah, I'd say most people go to Avalon, and that's what people equate to as Catalina Island. But Two Harbors is just, it's rustic, it's peaceful, you know, one bar, one restaurant, one hotel. Oh, so we're standing on top of Ballist Point right now. If you kind of look around, you feel like you're on top of the world and that there's no place else you could be. I mean, you have beautiful, you know, the beautiful coastline down there. You see Two Harbors down there and Cat Harbor, and you really feel like you're kind of at the end here. We're gonna watch the most amazing sunset, I hope.
If you're going to walk from Two Harbors.
It's absolutely doable from Two Harbors. You could either walk along the road, kind of the same road that we drove up on, or you could hike up from Lower Ballast Point, and it's got a pretty good incline, so if you want to work out, absolutely.
How long?
Ooh.
An hour? 2 hours?
Oh gosh, less than that, absolutely.
My favorite hike on the island is to Weston Beach. So it's just a mile, and you go and you hike in, and I have never been on that beach with another person because it's just so isolated, but an easy, just about a mile hike, and really beautiful photos and nature. So we came to Airport in the Sky because it has incredible views. Here you get a really nice view of the vistas, and sometimes you can even see bison. The airport officially opened to the general public in October of 1959. The airport does get a lot of visitors, I think just because it's such a unique place, and it's really cool to see the airplanes landing and taking off. And We actually have a few shuttles that go to the airport. The Wildlands Express goes to the airport, and it's a popular spot on our naturalist-led eco tours as well.
Okay, so photo tips. Photographically, you're not going to see the wildlife until you go into the interior. So the shots that I got of the bison could only happen once you leave the town of Avalon, because you're not going to see them walking through. The first thing, of course, I always say anywhere, is be there early. You figure out the best time to shoot. Here, that would be first thing in the morning and right an hour before sunset, as with anywhere else. In a coastal environment, it really makes a big deal. So you're lighting on. You don't want to do portraits in the middle of the day because they look terrible. Positioning. So timing and positioning. You want to know where to stand to get that overview shot. I did it by the clock tower to get one side of the island and by in at Mount Ada to get the other side of the harbor and the boats and the casino. So a lot of it is positioning, a lot of it is lighting and just knowing when to be there and to do experiments with your lighting. Shoot under, shoot over, shoot normal. Most of the time I find the LCD is lying to me. So it tells me the perfect exposure and I'll increase it by 1 or I'll decrease it by 1 because they're not right. The automatic is not right. Manual is right and your eye is right. The great thing about digital is it costs you nothing to experiment.
My favorite is being on the balcony at Mount Ada. I have thousands of pictures on my phone of that. Just be able to see the entire valley, like all the shops, and you can see everyone walking around and just enjoying the atmosphere here. And it's quiet and peaceful up there, so you're just able to live in the moment.
So it's about a half-hour climb up that way. If you're not in the mood, you could always take a cab or rent a golf cart. Island time has come to an end. It's time to say goodbye from the island of Catalina. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Please hit the bell button for notifications. Like, share, comment, thumbs up, all would be great. Questions about today's photo walk? Any of the photo stuff we talked about? Hit me up in the comments directly below. Look for me on Twitter, Instagram, where I'm at Jefferson Graham. And stay tuned for more photo walk videos. We get around. We recently went to the island of Oahu in Hawaii. And who knows where we'll be next. You'll have to come back for more photo walk adventures. Until then, I'll see you on the next photo walk. Oh, I'm at 2% battery. That's pretty cool, huh?